Music streaming services have dominated the industry for years now, and have ultimately changed the way people experience music. The days of artists selling their albums and pitching to radio stations, and consumers buying those albums in either physical or digital form, are for the most part over. According to database company Statista, in 2020, music streaming, both subscription-based and ad-supported, accounted for 83% of US music revenues, up from just 7% in 2010. But few stop to wonder just how streaming services have impacted the music industry, not just as a whole, but everyone from the lesser-known artists trying to make it big, to the large-scale streaming companies and record labels themselves. I spoke with a local up-and-coming music artist to get his perspective on the direction that the music industry has gone, and to hear his unique story as someone seeking to gain exposure in this ever-evolving industry.
My name is Austin Gregoric. I'm 20 years old from Charlestown, West Virginia. I'm a music producer, singer, songwriter, record label owner, and soon to be the head of W Records here in Shepherdstown.
Come out in dark, playing waltzing street lights, all in the park. We walk with no fear, right? Living like most of us are just here, right? Giving our all, but still we don't feel like.
Okay, so this is where I do the music. Form the music. Mac computer. Casio piano, MIDI. We got a MIDI. That's where I do my magic. And whether it's good or not, however many takes it takes, we'll get it done. So what got me into recording music is actually, I had a friend, he helped me out with the software, the DAW, and it was an app at the time. It was Fruity Loops, the app. And we just recorded on this app, on this little thing with a little Beats microphone that came with it. And from that, my music was really terrible. It wasn't even like mixed correctly because I was filming on the Beats Solo like microphone wire. Got a Mac computer, learned how to use the DAW in Mac, Logic Pro X, and started making my own music, started producing, started learning how to work Logic, of course, and that's what I've been doing ever since. A friend from mine who was in Washington High School, my high school's chamber choir, he said, hey, why don't you come over to one of my guys, his name is Dan, show him your stuff, and maybe we can get a partnership going. So I said, okay, yeah, man, I'll just pop in. And popped in on a night. He showed me the ropes, listened to some of the music that I had already been working on and had intended into releasing that year, of 2019 it was. And we really hit it off from there and really got a friendship going, and a partnership was established between us. I'm an artist of Next Gen Music. However, I will be the head of W Records, which is a new record label we are starting together. And it is a student affiliated label throughout the entire state of West Virginia. Students from WVU, Marshall U, and more will be a part of this label, and we'll let up grants and whatnot and kind of build the brand in West Virginia. So if you're asking the pros and cons of the streaming network, there's definitely some pros and there's definitely a lot of cons. And what I mean is streaming has grown to a level where that's majority of how music is listened to nowadays. It used to be, of course, CDs and vinyls and physical copies were bought by units. Nowadays, everything is streamed and purchased through digital stores, and I think it's helped the music industry in a way where we can get product out quicker and to the eyes of people, because everyone has a phone. Everyone can see the internet, everyone can see what's on Apple Music, Spotify. I believe the con of music streaming is actually quite massive. It killed a lot of the revenue that was going towards record labels, and they just don't make enough for every stream. Every stream is like a cent to $1. It's not very, how should I say, it's not really profitable in a way that it used to be when you just bought unit CDs and the record labels would make that. they have to give a certain percentage to the digital stores who are distributing this music. As far as the streaming services, it's just dependent on how you look at it. If you look at more of like the exposure aspect of your artistry, streaming has really promoted that. But in terms of overall revenue, it's a lot less than purchasing music via CDs and vinyls and so forth. If there's one thing I want to give a word of advice to anyone, really, not even just artists, about success in whatever field they want to accomplish, is just be resilient. You know what I mean? Like, just go for it. And when I say that, I don't mean that cliche like. I mean, actually have a plan in your head. Plan it out in your head. Think about what you need to do in order to get to that position you want to be in, and just keep at it. And I know a lot of people say that, but it's actually just that. It's actually, you're going to fail. So expect the failures. But don't try to block them off or just pretend they never take them in take them in as an educational piece for yourself. Failure is necessary to success. Opportunities will come, and they might not come as expected, like I did. I had to wait. I'm still waiting, but have an idea in your head that things will work out in the end officially. And once you get to that point in your life, then you just look back and you'll just be so damn proud of yourself.
So, has music streaming hurt the industry? Yes and no. It's helped the streaming services and record labels by providing a monthly revenue, but it's hurt the many small artists that haven't yet made it to superstar status. And despite all the cons of streaming for artists themselves, it's made it easier than ever for anyone to release their tracks and gain the recognition and fame they seek.